So I wasn't breastfeeding and I've nothing, but I was like, you know, they're like rocks.
Yeah.
So I was told to put cabbage leaves.
Like
It's an Irish thing.
Coming here now, I like, this is bad, but when I started coming over for gigs in the last few years, I hadn't been to London since I was 14 with my mum.
Wow.
We stayed in a hostel. And I said that to people. I was like, I haven't been here since I was 14. And they're just like,
well, they're like,
what the fuck is wrong with you? They were just like, you sap, what are you doing with yourself? And I was like, sorry, I've just been poor. I'm so sorry.
Well, you've been very busy because you had
that's another excuse.
You had a child at 18.
Yes.
you fucking went right.
I did go straight in there.
Jesus
14. No, because 14.
We'll have to do an edit job on this. The dominatrix, and then I'm not trying to
Yeah. So all that chat's come out. We're going straight from dominatrix straight to you had a child at 18.
Yes.
So because but that, for us, we waited. We feel like we waited a bit late, but it's that weird thing of like. So how old's your? It's daughter. How old's your daughter now?
Daughter, she's 22 now.
Amazing.
She'll
So
be
you've got
20.
a mate.
Yeah, she'll be 23 this year, and I'm obviously mad about her, but she's so funny. She's a complete it's grand. She's a complete dry shot. So she doesn't drink, never has.
They don't
has
nowadays.
Never smoked. She's training for like a marathon. She's doing high rock. She's doing a PhD.
Shut up.
Holy
Oh my God.
She said to me, I'm thinking of doing a PhD. And I was like, yeah, go on, I'm going to do one with you. What's a PhD? And I did
What's
not
she
know.
doing it in? Like, what is it?
It's cancer misinformation. Now, don't ask me any more questions. I have one line that I tell people.
Okay.
And then if they probe me more, I'm like, I don't know.
So cancer misinformation?
Yeah. So, it's this kind of thing. This is my sentence.
Okay,
now.
this is
all
you
I have.
online.
So you know the way if you read something online or whatever and, I don't know, say it says something, having rugs in your house can cause cancer. And you're like, that is a load of crap.
Yeah.
But your brain, and you know that it's nonsense, but your brain later on will kind of keep that there. So if you hear something else about rugs and cancer link, you'll go, oh yeah, I heard something about that. Actually.
My God.
Wow.
So it's how you can give people, what's the best ways to give people information, the correct information in the right way.
So she's doing
do
a
you
real
ever see
service.
Do you ever see that scene in Old School? Well, Will Ferrell is doing the debate and then he collapses at the end. It's a bit like that. I'm like, that's all I know. So she's real she's really like academic.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
so when I did my last exam in school, I was pregnant with her. And when she did her last exam in school, in the same school, she got like the full points.
Wow.
So there'd only be like, a tiny percentage of kids that would get like the full
That's
thing.
amazing.
So I feel like she's me if I had used all my powers for good. Do you know what I mean? So she's like a little cherub.
It's a funny one though, because at the minute I've got, and I call them like my nieces, but it's my cousin's
yes.
daughter has had a baby. She was 20. That was last year. And then my other cousin's daughter, she's pregnant now. She's 19, I think. So they're like young. And
young.
It's funny because when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh my gosh, they're young. But then, you know what? They're young and they're active and they're like, they know what they want and they'll be great moms and they love the kid. And there's part of me, we had children later on and I was 29 with Robin and 34 with Rafe and I was tired. Like genuinely,
Yeah. And that's still so young though.
Do you think? Well, I just felt tired. And don't get me wrong, I've got another friend who had her first baby at 41.
Yes.
So
yeah,
it's like, it's so different, isn't it? But I wish I had been younger. I really do.
I know. I think it was great for me in terms of like, I was always, what would you say, like lively. I had a bit of energy, but I think I focused me.
Yeah.
So I think if I hadn't had her, I probably would have like fluted around for ages. Probably would have done a course, dropped out. Probably would have moved to London and rowed a whole lot of fellas and done drugs and come back and had a breakdown. And I probably would have done all of that. So I don't know. But you know what I mean? I would have
really put you. Maybe I should.
Wow.
I should have had a baby at 18.
Yeah, I got really focused. I was like,
I
I can't piss about now. I have to get serious. So
Yeah.
I did.
Wow.
I went to college after I had her. And it was very academic, but I studied. But I kind of felt like I had to tell the people that were only meeting me for the first time. I was like, this isn't really what I'm like.
Right.
Because I felt like I was kind of cosplaying or something. But no, she really gave me like, and I think as well, you know, when you have kids, doesn't really focus your mind about what you're going to spend your time doing.
Yeah.
You know,
because your time that you have becomes really precious, doesn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, actually.
So, yeah, no, I think it was a good thing. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Babadoo, 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 ba.
When do you start stand-up? When
I
do you start
started
coming?
at 29. So
Right.
yeah, so she was like, say 10, and then I had just had another baby. So in the 10 years, like I'd met someone, we were like having a great time or whatever. And I was like, it was a kind of a wake-up call because I'd done like little bits of, you know, bits of perform, but I'd be like, God, Scarlett, like, you know, I want to perform, like, you know what I mean?
Because it's in you. Was it in you?
I kind of wanted it, but I was embarrassed that, you know, I was like, oh God, looking for the attention and all. But I think when I was 29 and I was having my son, I was like, do you know what? That 10 years went so fast. I'm 29 now and I've only really done like little bits and bobs. I was like, I don't know if you had this realization, but I was like, oh, I'm going to have to put myself out there. Because I kept reading all these magazine articles about all these stars. Like, it all just happened. And, you know, so I was discovered and somebody said, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, that's grand. That I'll send out those vibes with my eyes and that will happen. But then I was like, I'm not good looking enough. I have to be a comedian. So I did.
I didn't mean, I was saying, yeah.
Sorry,
you know what I'm
just
saying.
offence taken. Carry on.
But I went and did the first one, and I fell in love with it. I didn't know that would happen, and I didn't know anything about stand up.
Takes you, doesn't it, though?
Only from TV. I thought it would be like 8 Mile, you know, like Eminem, puking in the corner, and people are mostly nice at gigs.
Yeah, well,
you know,
I used to do. Did you start doing like gong shows and stuff where they gong you off stage if they don't like you?
No, we didn't have a
Right.
gong show in Dublin, but it would just be like open mic, do this, you know,
Right.
15 people on in the night kind of thing.
So I would do gong shows when I first started.
Yeah.
And they would play the 8 Mile soundtrack before
Horrible
we went
that,
on.
by the way.
Oh, no way.
So yeah, very sort of adversarial, gladiatorial style back in the day. Like you're very much, and then when you get to a gig that was quite nice and quiet and reserved, and you're fucking shouting your material at them because you feel like the clock's ticking.
Yes.
They would always get a little bit. So then you'd have. That's when you got good at like reading an audience.
yeah.
But yeah, did it just get you straight away? Because it got me straight after my first gig. I was telling people, "Oh, I'm a comedian now."
It got me
First gig.
straight away. I'd say it took me a while to put it on the old Facebook bio, you know, comedian.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I made my MySpace comedy page the day after my first gig.
I'm not even surprised.
But it's great though.
The day after.
It's so exhilarating. Like I got off chatting to comedians after the gig and they were telling me where else to go. So, you know, it was really like that thing because it was one of these nights where you all do however many minutes and then the audience vote who was the best.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I won. So I was like, oh my God. So I
Nice.
went home
Fantastic.
to himself and I was like, I won. And he was like, fuck off. But then I started getting obviously really into it. And then a couple of months in, he had to take me to one side and he was like, sorry, what the fuck's going on? Like, I just had a baby. I was in a pub 3-4 nights a week.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid for any of these gigs. He's like, what is happening? He thought I was having a breakdown. And I had to explain to him.
It's starting stand up is a bit of a breakdown.
Yeah. You know, so I had to say to him, no, look, if you get on well in this place, they'll get you in that place and whatever.
Yeah.
And I explained the whole system to him.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. But still kind of watching me like, what? But it's weird. It is weird.
Yeah. It's
You're
odd.
going off and you're like, it was an amazing night. There was 18 people and Jesus, I had them. And you're like, did you get paid? No. And I paid to get myself there and back home. But Jesus Christ, I'm onto something here. Like isn't it strange?
It is a mad little world. I don't
Yeah.
think it hasn't changed much either. Because my friend just started, I say just started, she's about 3 years in now.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
exactly the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still the same sort of vibe and still the same sort of stuff.
Yeah.
She's doing well now. Though.
But I'm proper interested in what you said there about how a man wouldn't slide into your DMs after a gig. Is that genuinely not? Because I always hear that men are more creepy or really creepy with female comedians, which is obviously awful to hear.
Yeah,
But-
no, I don't think, like, speaking to like male comedians, the kind of like attention that they would get, or
Yeah.
just to see after a gig and like, you know, women
Stand
going
at
up
the
to them and
bar.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah, all of that.
But men are frightened to
I'm
go
just
to
there
women
at the back
comedians.
putting me coat on going,
And
"I'll just go
desperate
and
for
get
someone
bread and
to talk
milk
to you."
after," you know. I just don't think it's the same, which suits me because I think
Good.
I was never single doing comedy, which I
Yes.
think was lovely,
Yeah,
you know.
I understand.
Might be
Yeah.
different. I don't get any attention from men. No one fancies me. I'm devastated about it.
Actually, do you know what? It's that terrible.
Devastated
No, but it is.
I don't get any, nobody's like, oh.
It's terrible.
I get nothing.
Because if you grew up in a time where you'd be getting like Wolf was like, go on. And I was going past builders recently and I was like, God, you know, all this. And one of them's about to lean over and I'm like, here we fucking go. And he just goes, mind your step. I was like, oh, Jesus. I was like, he thinks I'm a little granny. I was like, he doesn't want to assault me at all.
Oh, sorry.
There's no interest. I kind of felt like, actually lovely arse. Under this giant fucking couch. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh God.
Speaking of that, I was going to mention this on our actual
Speaking
podcast,
of
Rosie.
giant arses.
No. Speaking of little old ladies, I was going to mention this on our actual podcast, but I'm going to mention it now. We were going into a hotel last night, right? Yeah. And we crossed over from King's Cross and we'll go to the thing for the hotel. And
don't you dare say you thought I was at...
Yeah, no, I was. Can you remember what you said last night to the guy? It was ridiculous, right? So I carry the 2 suitcases up. There's only about 5 stairs, and the doorman stand on the hotel. And he went, "Do you need a hand?" I went, "No, I'm okay." And then she's behind us with 1 suitcase, and he went, "You all right, love? Do you need a hand?" Miss. He went, "You okay, miss? Do you need a hand?" And she kicks off when I over talk to people and over explain. But last night to the guy, not a bad looking bloke, doorman, physically fit, quite a good looking guy. Yeah. She went, I like to lift it always up the stairs myself. I like to keep doing it so that when I'm 75, I can still do it. And he went, okay. And I was like, oh.
And that's why no one
mortified.
Me.
Yeah, his dick went. I saw his dick go inside his body. It went up like a dog's dick.
He is actually.
He's a good looking fella as well.
Oh God!
No, I like to do it myself so that when I'm 75, I can keep doing it. He must have thought, who the fuck is this woman?
I think it's because last year I fell down the stairs. I hurt my back, right?
Sorry, it's called having a fall.
Was it your coccyx?
It was my coccyx.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew by the frame. I was like, she smashed her coccyx.
Oh my God, I've never. I was pissed when I'd done it, right? I fell down the stairs drunk. Because I'd been in the toilet.
Have fun though.
Honestly, one of the best nights I've ever had. But I'd been in the toilet, I'd undone my trousers and they were long anyway. And they were sort of half down. And I went downstairs for a drink and I just all the way down the stairs.
Oh God.
And then I was so drunk that during the night I remember turning and going, oh God. But I was drunk, so I was asleep. The next day, I had to ring my mum and my sister to get us out of bed, didn't I? To put us on the toilet. Chris was there, but he couldn't do shit. You were really mad, actually. You were like,
you were
hammered.
She was fucking hammered.
Were you on the wine?
She was on the everything.
I was on the everything. So I was I'll give them the shout. I was at Pilgrim. My mate owns Pilgrim in Newcastle. It's a new bar. And they do some of the they do like a Cosmopolitan. It's like really nice, but it's so strong.
And it's tasty. And
it was just like that. And I don't drink cocktails usually. I'm a wine person. I just drink wine, and I'm fine. I could drink loads of wine.
This is how we know you're a little Elwyn, because you have to give an explanation of why you were pissed. You're basically kind of, and I was on antibiotics, and I went outside, and the air just hit me.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't usually drink cocktails.
Yeah, and
only at Christmas.
I'd been up the night before.
Nana territory.
So
it's getting you're almost at the territory of I just have a sherry at Christmas.
Yeah.
That sentence is going to fall out of your mouth one of these days, and then it's fucking over.
Never. I love a drink. But so I had me fall last year. And then from then on, my back's just been a bit funny. So I'm trying to do everything by myself.
Hurts when it's damp or cold.
It has hurt more in the winter, actually.
So your back's a weather vane kind of thing, is it? You're like, there's rain coming.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to snow. Yeah, so I just feel... I don't know.
Cows are lying down or Rosie's back's hurting, it's going to rain.
I did, and you know what? We took the kids sledging. My kids were like, you're going to have a turn. I was like, Mummy's back, I can't. And now I'm like that old woman with a bad back.
Oh, you'll have to do something for it.
I don't know.
Do you know what I have?
What?
You can get this cream.
Mm.
It's for cows' udders, right? Have you tried this?
Is it for human consumption?
So what? It's called Richie's Rub. It's like a farming product, and it's this big. And you hang it on a fence, but you don't have to have a fence. So it's a big container,
right?
Real cheap.
Richie's Rub.
And anytime, like you, that I have a twinge or it's gone, I put my Richie's Rub on.
Sorry,
right.
It's really smelly though. So the fella comes up and he's like, the udders are at you again. He's like, fuck's sake, I'll watch the match downstairs. It's very strong.
Sorry, so we're talking like agricultural strength deep heat.
Yeah.
Is this an Irish thing?
No. No,
Okay.
but loads of people are using this. People who are doing like the high rocks and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
You know, them people. They're putting this Richie's rub. Richie's rub. It's for cows' udders. So something, you know, the poor little cows having
They'll
to do
get
the
like-
milk all the time.
Oh.
They have to. They're putting the deep heat on the udders,
Well,
I suppose, to get the
never-
milk out of them. I don't know.
Did you
I'm not-
breastfeed?
No,
No, I
No.
tried.
no. Yeah, I
You
didn't
do-
know about
but yeah,
Richie's rub
I've
then.
just never thought about cows' udders.
No, but you know what it is? I didn't
Nipple
breastfeed
cream.
because I tell you that I tried it the first time. No, the first time they said to me I was too young. And the midwife, no, but she was lovely in a lovely way. She said to me, I was like, oh no, I'll breastfeed and whatever.
She
And
didn't want to
just-
ruin your tits.
No, but she, not then.
No, but 18 though, you got to
She
have really
said,
good boobs.
she didn't say I don't want to ruin your tits. She said to me.
Medical professionals tend not to say that. I just,
You've
I'm
got
not, I don't
great
wanna,
tits.
I
Keep
don't
them
want to make
chicken.
a sweeping statement
Yeah,
here. I do believe if a medical professional says, I don't want to ruin your tits, you've got great tits, I do believe they get hold up in front of a tribunal.
Yeah. No, she was like, you've enough going on. Because I still had to do my exams and everything.
Uh-huh.
She's like, don't. She's like,
To be with, I totally get that.
Yeah.
To be with a baby all the time and yeah.
she was like, no, you know, you're doing enough, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I had my son, I was like, I'll give it a go. And my Irish nipples couldn't handle it. This is what people don't talk about.
Ah,
The pink nipple
pale.
cracked in bits. You can't. You can't.
No,
We need
mine just
some-
would,
we
mine
need to
wouldn't do
prep.
it.
See,
Okay.
it's not for everyone because I know mates, and I'm sure you're the same, who it happens straight away.
Oh,
And then you go and visit them. They're only out of the hospital a day, and they're lobbing the kid on the boob, and they're making
and they've
a
got
cup
like
of
gorilla
tea
necks
and
where they're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
like this
Yeah.
massive, and they're just like, oh yeah, I was so envious of that. And also, I'd heard a
Jesus.
rumor, which
Yeah.
is true, that you lose loads of weight when you breastfeed.
breastfeeding, yeah.
And I thought, I would like to do that, please. If I'm sitting in the house anyway,
Yeah,
I'm feeding this baby anyway. I would like them to do it from my breast, and I'll lose 300 calories each day. But it didn't happen. So,
And then they go all big and
and they were just massive. And then I had
Yeah.
to like squeeze them into the sink, and that was just
I
grim.
did you do the cabbage leaves?
No, I didn't actually.
Jesus.
Oh,
It's
you
the
see.
Well, this one I don't recommend. So I wasn't breastfeeding and I've nothing, but I was like, you know, they're like rocks.
Yeah.
So I was told to put cabbage leaves.
Like
I'm
wet,
not a
like
witch.
wet
I'm not a witch.
So,
You get
so
cabbage
Rosie
leaves.
used a phrase earlier on that I laughed at that I'm going to quickly use again now. Is this an Irish thing?
No, this is I've heard this. It's like an old wives thing.
I've got to be excavated.
I've never been Ireland, but I can't wait to go.
I still can't believe you asked if Richie's rub was an Irish thing.
Well, I think it is made in Ireland first. This is an Irish thing, but
Right.
my
Guaranteed.
mom told me to do, and she actually was a nurse, right? So everything she says to me in terms of like you should do this, that, I'm like, okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Get the cabbage leaves, right? Put them in the freezer.
Mm.
Take them out of the freezer. Put them on the boobs,
Yeah.
to calm them down because it's
Yeah,
like they're
yeah.
all hard and sore and whatever.
Yeah.
But then what happens is from the heat of your body with the cabbage leaves, you cook the cabbage. You cook, so you go around reeking
Oh
of
my God, of
cabbage. So I think
cabbage.
really it's actually a
But then
contraception
little
because you know the
snack-
way so many women get pregnant straight after they have
Yeah.
babies. So I think that was
Yeah.
my mom looking out for me and saying, "Put the cabbage leaves on your tits." Do you know what I mean?
And you're not come near you.
yeah.
So your tits smell like basically a hot paddling pool in summer with loads of grass in it.
yeah.
I actually love cabbage, man. I'd probably
Great.
get the cabbage.
Does that put you in the mood for cabbage?
No, I really like cabbage. I'm having a proper cabbage moment.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
love
cooking cabbage all the time. I love cabbage.
What do you have it with?
So I do this thing where I make like pork
Yeah.
with ketchup mayonnaise. Have you heard of that before?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's like a sauce that you can get on Amazon. It's ketchup mayonnaise, it's called. It's like a China,
Say
like ketchup mayonnaise.
So I thought you were saying it wrong the first time I heard her say it.
No, but
I
you're
thought you
saying
were
it
trying
so
to say ketchup.
Ketchup
Ketchup.
mayonnaise.
Okay.
Ketchup, separate
It's like-
word, mayonnaise.
It's like it's a bit like an oyster sauce, like a really
Okay.
thick sort of black. It's like
Yeah.
it just tastes lovely. And then I add that in with garlic and then like loads of like veg and stuff. And then I put it inside my cabbage and roll the cabbage leaves up. We have it quite a lot, don't we?
Nice.
It's
Really
really
nice.
nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's lush.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
I
Yeah.
do like cabbage, and I thought you were going to whack in a few onions with that. No,
You don't even have to cook the cabbage. You can warm it up on a tit, arse crack, gooch. You can,
Dinner's
yeah,
ready.
yeah. Body temperature, tit cabbage, bit pork in, bit ketchup mayonnaise, kept tit mayonnaise.
I used to love
lovely,
me
yeah.
ma made cabbage tit. Yeah, lovely. Love. Or tit cabbage.
Have you
Sure,
steamed
that's
this
so good.
cabbage? Oh, my mum used to do it on her tits. It's not the same.